I have so much fun new makeup to try. I got some more of the new Essence. I got new Whatsup Beauty. I got the new foundation stick, the glowy one by Charlotte Tilbury. A new ABH liquid blush. I ended up getting one of the Meditude lipsticks by Made by Mitchell. Like, there's so much here in front of me. Very excited to dive into it. So let's do it. Alright, so first up, Whatsup Beauty very kindly sent me their new Posy-Tivity lightweight hydrating face primer. I was so excited when they sent me this. Like, do you want to get it? I was like, yes, because this is the type of primer that I have been really loving. Like, something like this, but a little different. Like, I've been really loving the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I think it's gonna be a little different, but like maybe similar effects, because this is a little bit more milky, a little bit more like thin maybe, but it is also a hydrating, grippy primer. And the ingredients and the promises of this, it sounds really good. It has some vitamin C, it has some really hydrating, nice skincare ingredients, and it doesn't have any perfume, drying alcohols, things like that I try to avoid with like my daily products that I use on a daily. The packaging is really cute. I can't wait to try this, like to put this on my face. I've been using the Essence Jelly Grip under eye primer stick every day that I've done my makeup under my eyes, but for the sake of this video, I'm really trying out this primer. I am just gonna apply this as the only priming product to my face today. So you're supposed to do a really thin layer. It's very milky, and then you're supposed to leave that on for like a minute to let it get sticky. It feels really nice and soft. It feels a little bit like a day cream, like a milky day cream combined with a like e.l.f. Power Grip primer. I'm applying a little bit more under the eyes. It feels very thin. It just smells like a cream, nothing like bad. My skin was actually feeling a little bit dry, so I am very excited about this. Okay, let it sink in a little bit. It has vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and niacinamide, so there's a lot going on here. Very nice. 30 milliliters is $31, and you can also use this primer without adding any makeup, I believe. Achieve a fresh, healthy glow with or without makeup, so that's really nice. Right, it's feeling like slightly tacky. It's feeling really nice on the skin. I'm very curious to see like how things will go on top of this. I really like that this is not extremely dewy. It just looks hydrated, but it doesn't look like super shiny. It's like, it's subtle, but it feels good. Of course, with a thing like a primer, it is something that you want to use like maybe a few days in a row to really like say more about it, but at least we're gonna see how these products are gonna like lay on top of it. But of course, everything in this video is new, so I'm gonna be updating you on these in like my new makeup updates later on. All right, so I finally bit the bullet and I got the Charlotte Tilbury foundation stick. I feel like people are so divided on this. This is the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick, and some people are saying like, this is so weirdly glowy. Why is it so metallic? I did get this on a little bit of a discount. Like, you can find this easily for like 50 euros here in the Netherlands. I think I paid like 30. I think, where did I get it? It was a little cheaper somewhere. Was it Cult Beauty maybe? I will see if I can find where I bought it because it was a little cheaper. Usually when people say it's too glowy, people run the other way, and I was almost like, I was prepared to do that, but I don't know, I just really love very glowy products. I just feel like it blends in with my skin pretty naturally, like also the Rare Beauty blushes that some people found too metallic. So I'm just gonna give this a go because I think there's a chance that I might actually really like this, even though a lot of people don't like it. Like, this is the type of product that I can see myself wearing if it works out well, like if it blends in well. I got shade 2 Fair, and I think it's gonna be pretty good. All right, we're just gonna start applying. It's maybe a little on the yellowy side, and I'm really focusing on kind of like the outer parts, but of course we can like kind of a little bit on the forehead. Of course we can powder a little bit, or like depending on how I like this, I can change it up a little bit, like how I apply this. I'm really curious to see like how good the coverage is of this. It's supposed to be like super easy to blend in. Okay, the cheek is looking really good, I think. It is glowy. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit, by the way. So we can see the skin. It's still a little like uneven from when I broke out after my L'Oreal video. I think I kind of like it. Okay, be warned. I'm just the type of person that likes this type of stuff. Like, if you don't like the Rare Beauty blushes, if you think a lot of makeup is just too weirdly metallic, I mean, like, maybe don't take my advice on this one, but I think it's blending out really nicely. Of course, it's also kind of like what happens when you have all of your makeup on. I did kind of like focus on the outer parts of the face, as I said. I feel like this is looking quite nice. Very, very glowy. But I do think that I would personally like something like this in a stick form more than like the liquid form. Like, I don't have the filter, like the Hollywood Flawless filter in the liquid form, but when I saw this, I was like, probably brands are gonna copy this at some point, of course. I also feel like if you kind of like keep blending very metallic-y products, like you kind of blend away the metallic sometimes a little bit. It gets a little bit more matte almost. Okay, it is very glowy. But I don't know, I can kind of see myself like working this into a look. I do feel like it's looking really natural and it's sitting on my skin really nicely. Like, it's not looking heavy. And I don't have the best skin right now. I feel like it's looking pretty good. But yes, very glowy. Like, in almost a metallic way. It's not glittery, but the glow is definitely there. But yeah, you can definitely see that you can still see a little bit of my imperfections through. It's light. But I feel like on most days, usually I don't really have breakouts, like not that often. I feel like on most days I would definitely wear this. I like it. I like it. But I also like a glowy blush. I really like it on my forehead. I really feel like it's making my forehead look really smooth. Alright, I just want to add a little bit of a concealer. I don't have a new concealer. Just a little bit of my trusty, not dusty, Liquid Camouflage by Catrice. Just where I need a little. I have been so excited to try some of this makeup for like quite a long time. But I was waiting to get like almost like the full face, like get enough makeup to do the video, and I'm so excited that I can play with some of these things now, especially like the Charlotte Tilbury and the primer. I don't know, I've been really getting into skin lately. Since when am I into skin? Kind of odd. Okay, what do we think? Do you like it? Do you think I'm looking weirdly shiny? It's very glowy. But I also just feel like if you have a blush that is not like completely smooth, you can just apply a little bit of that foundation stick underneath, like, you know, it's not completely smooth, and then you apply it on top, and it kind of like, I feel like it's gonna help, like a little bit of glow, a little bit of like smoothness. All right, next up I have here a Revolution Precise Contour and Highlight Duo Stick. I saw this on the Boozy Shop website and I just thought, that's interesting. I got the shade medium. I just thought that the contour side on this one looked like the best shade for me. It's kind of like grayish, of course, because it's a contour, but the highlight of this looks kind of dark. It's a little golden, but it looks really beautiful. Like, it swatches beautifully. If I like this, I could see myself getting a lighter shade. And I have been doing a bit more contour lately since my facial analysis. If you haven't seen the video, I will link it. But I think this might be a good shade for contour. But I've just been kind of experimenting with a little bit of contour. I don't do it like too crazy. I don't want it to be like super obvious, but like a little bit of like softening of my features. I feel like I like it. I've been liking it. I just feel like before I felt like, why would I contour? I don't really get it. I don't feel like it fits my face shape. But now I know like how I would like to contour and what works. I think this blends out really nicely. I mean, for such a slim pen, which could easily be like too precise to get like a good blend on a larger portion of the face, I feel like this is looking really good. I like the shade as well. I like that blend. Like pretty nice. I like it. Alright, then I got another shade of the new Baby Got Bronze liquid bronzer. If you see my Essence video, I got a really cool tone shade and it's nice, but it's definitely a contour. And I just wanted to get something that I could also use on the cheeks. And this is a shade 20 Sunkissed Sweetie. And this is just a little bit more bronzy. It's still not super warm, but it's just a little bronzy. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the back of my hand because that worked really well. That has been working really well for me with different formulas. I just feel like it looks smoother. Okay, I'm gonna work that into the brush a little bit. Like it's a little less aesthetic for videos and things, but I've just been really enjoying that. I just feel like things go on so smooth when you like put it on the back of your hand and prime the brush. I'm just taking it a little bit. And I'm really liking the shade. It's like a subtle difference. This is with the bronzer, this is without the bronzer. Really nice. And I still have to like retry the Baby Got Blush liquid blushes because now that I've tried this formula in this way, I kind of feel like I would like them, but I haven't gotten around to it. Also because they now got to the US, a lot of people are discovering those and I kind of feel like people are really liking them. Maybe I was in the wrong. Maybe I should see if I change my mind with a different technique though. Okay, so the bronzer is pretty subtle, but I do like it. Like it's also my application, like it's not subtle, I just applied it more naturally. I feel like when you blend something on top, like that foundation stick isn't looking too crazy. Like maybe my forehead is looking a little crazy, but we're gonna like see about it later. I do think that it kind of works. I don't know, maybe you have a different feeling about that. Alright, I finally decided I wanted to try one of the ABH liquid blushes, the Blurring Serum blush, and I got the lighter shade, which is baby pink, so that's kind of like a lilac-y pink shade. I've seen really positive reviews about this, but I was just kind of like, do I need it? Do I need to buy it? I have so many blushes. Do I need another blush? The answer is no, but I don't know. I saw it on a discount, I've been eyeing it, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I was recently, by the way, watching a video by Caitlin Costello, and she was talking about things that she wants, but that she shouldn't buy because it's not really her thing. And she was talking about these blushes, and she said, these look so cheap. And I was like, you're so right. These look like Essence. Why do they look so cheap? Like, all right. The formula might be nice, we're gonna try that out, but it doesn't really look like a very like high-end packaging. I agree with that. So now I'm looking at these in a whole different way. These have a very interesting applicator. It's very precise. So you should do kind of like a dot on the face. So let's do 2 dots on the face. I just think I'm really gonna like this shade. Let's grab a brush. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush and let's just see how I feel about this color. It's a very light shade. I feel like I could use a little more actually. I'm also using a really small brush to be a bit more precise. Definitely feel like I could use a little more. Oh, that is looking really nice though. It's not as glowy as I expected. I expected it to be more glowy actually. This side needs a little more. This is a truly very lilac-y blush. It doesn't seem to be very pink actually. It's very purpley. At least on me it's pulling pretty like light purple. Maybe it also kind of depends what kind of foundation you wear together with it. Okay, I think so far this is looking cute. I like it. It's soft. It's gentle. It's demure. Who's already getting sick of the word demure? I feel like it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay, I think this is cute. But very light. Just like a very soft blush. Don't buy this if you are like deeper in skin tone than me. I think you're not gonna see it on your skin. Alright, I also have another blush that I have been dying to try. It has been in my basket and I bought it a few like weeks, months ago. Like, I don't think I want to know how long ago, but I just didn't really have the video that I wanted to try this in. I am going to be covering up the blush from ABH, which I think is looking better and better. Like, I do really like the glow of that. So this is a Sweet. I've never tried this brand before, but all of a sudden I was seeing like different influencers, YouTubers talking about it, and I was just intrigued. I really love the packaging, like this Tiffany's mint, and it is magnetic. It feels really nice. Really like this high-end vibe, but a little bit more like different, a little bit more, you know what brand it is immediately. Like it's a brand with an identity. And then this is one of the Air Blush Cream blushes, and this is the shade Doll Face, which is a little bit more of like a Barbie pink. Not super cool tone, but definitely a pink. And when swatching this was so interesting because it is like, it feels so much like a cream, but then you start swatching it and it actually turns into a powder, and it's super like smooth and kind of like cloud-like. It's very interesting. So let's see what brush I want to use with this. Okay, I'm gonna try it with this Gloss blush brush, and I'm gonna dip in twice. Kind of sad that I'm gonna cover up the ABH, but ooh, that is very like smooth and blurry. I actually really like the combination of those blushes. That is cute. That's so smooth. That's really nice. And the glow on my cheeks, it has gone down. Okay, I did take a little more now. Let's see if we can blend it out. But yeah, the glow on my cheeks has gone down a little bit. I just feel like if you apply some products on top of a very glowy foundation stick, it just changes the finish and it doesn't have to stay that glowy. Okay, this is very blushy, but I'm kind of here for it. Like, I'm liking it. A little bit of a blend of the edges, as I like to do. I think this is super cute. So far, I'm liking everything. Yeah, they blended out easily. Like, I don't feel like it's still looking too crazy. I think this blush look is really cute. Alright, from Whatsup Beauty, I also got the Egyptian Queen collection. I'm probably gonna do more of a short form content, something with that, because like, I already have a lot of makeup here. Like, it was gonna be too much. But I also got the Serengeti highlighters. I got both of them. I got Wild Acacia, and then Safari Sunset, and these look so nice. I really like the packaging of these. It really has this kind of like 3D vibe to it. I don't even know, like, how do you call it? It looks really cool. And then it has the embossing with the lion and the leaves and the savannah. It's very, very cool. And this is actually a Beijing highlighter formula. I never knew that, but I'm so happy to have them now to try them. I'm so happy that they sent them to me. Like, very excited. This is a little bit of a deeper shade, Safari Sunset, with a pink and a little bit of a champagne golden shade. So beautiful. I am gonna try today the lighter shade. I'm really excited to try that out. I'm just gonna mix the two colors together, and it looks very pigmented. Ooh, okay. Maybe I took a little too much. I'm just gonna apply that right over here. Oh, I just love the Beijing highlighter. It's just so smooth and beautiful on the skin. I really like it. I think this is a really cute highlighter. Like, look at that glow. Very pretty. Alright, I put on some eye primer, I did my brows. Now, I have two lip products, and before I do my eyes, I just want to do the first one. So this is the Moira Butter Bliss Lip Balm. I told you that I was probably going to pick up one shade. That is what I ended up doing. This is 10 grams of product, and it's like that hydrating, kind of sheer, shiny lip balm product. What is this shade? Pout Perfection is the shade, and it's kind of like this nudie, little peachy rosy color, and it has that very typical like packaging. The thing that I already noticed was that I had to like squeeze really hard. Like I had to press in a lot of the packaging really hard to be able to get anything out for the swatch. So let's see how this is gonna go with applying, but that doesn't seem like super practical. Like you have to press in a lot. This is not a full product. Okay, so it's a little brownie peachy. Smells vanilla-esque. Quite nice. A little bit like baked goods. Feels kind of nice, but it looks a little uneven maybe. Like it's emphasizing a little bit of texture. But we're gonna let that sit for a little bit, see how that develops. From a distance, I like the way my lips look. But from up close, I just feel like it's a little like emphasizing some texture. But I guess I have some pretty textured lips right now. I don't know what's going on. Alright, for the eyeshadow, I didn't buy an eyeshadow palette. I just bought another one of the Essence Soft Touch Duo eyeshadow. This is in the shade 03 Icy Girl. I just thought, what an interesting formula when I tried the purple one. Could it be that the blue one is also pretty nice? Because I quite like the purple one. I quite like the look I did with that. A lot of people said that they liked it. So it's kind of like, can Essence do blue eyeshadow? And we're gonna try that out today. I'm gonna grab a small brush to apply the, or what should I do? I think I'm gonna apply the shimmer first. Scratch that. We're gonna do the shimmer. So it's a blue icy shimmer. I feel like it's a little less beesy sparkly than the other duo, the shimmer in the other duo, but it's looking quite nice actually. Ooh, pretty cute for like Essence. Like it has some pigment, it has some shine. I like the color of it. Like that's pretty cute. It still has a little bit of a like shimmery quality to it for sure. Let's do the other side. This is really just for science. Like, can a $2.99 or $2.89 little eyeshadow duo be like worth it to try some color? I think this is looking pretty cute. Little blending. I am building it up a little bit. Like it's not a super creamy feeling shade, but I kind of feel like this is gonna last quite well on the eyes. I feel kind of like cotton candy today. Like cotton candy-ish. Very fresh looking. Let's do the dark blue one. I'm gonna take a little bit of my brush. I just feel like sometimes it's just a little easier to do a two-tone look when you do the shimmer first. That's pretty cute. That is pretty cute. Let's see how that blends. Of course, I am giving this matte something to grab onto, like something more than just a primer to grab onto now. So it could be that it will be a little bit less impactful, but I don't know, it looks really pigmented on the brush. Could be that it is a little less more, that it could be a little less impactful if I apply the blue first. I don't know, but it's just because we don't really have a transition shade with this. I just wanted to make the blending a little easier. I think this is really cute actually. Like imagine traveling. I don't know. This is my fancy self. This is all about my fancy self. Like I don't wear eyeshadow while traveling. I have to be honest with you. I just don't really like care about my makeup when I'm on vacation really, but just imagine you do. Then this is like such an easy blue look. Like if you're someone who's always wearing color and I don't know, you just want to have something handy, easy to travel with, then just grab one of these, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna grab a brush to kind of do the lash line a little. I think this look is very cute actually. Just want to grab a little bit more blue. I think this is really nice. I really like it on myself as well. Like, these are cute blues. Alright, for the inner corner, we can do one of the Serengeti highlighters or we can do the Precise Highlight and Contour. I'm kind of thinking this one because I haven't tried this formula now. And it did swatch really nicely. It's quite golden. I don't know, sometimes I like the combination of blue with something really warm or peachy. Blend that out a little. I think that's really cute. Like that highlight, it doesn't fully match like the highlight that's going on in my cheek. We were just trying it out. It is looking really smooth. Like that is looking really good. Okay, I'm gonna grab a little bit of the Safari Sunset highlighter. I'm gonna grab this shade to kind of, or should I grab the pink? No, I'm gonna grab a little bit of the champagne. Cute. Very bright. Alright, I put on some mascara. I feel like the eye look is really cute. I'm gonna apply a little bit of liner. Been getting used to this. Alright, I have one more product to try, and that is the Meditude lipstick from Made by Mitchell. I thought I just need to know what this formula is about. I got shade Angel Delight, which is kind of like this, I don't know, browny, a little rosy, almost nude, kind of cool toned. I have seen so many swatches and so many videos, and I just didn't know what this was exactly. Like, how is it actually looking? Is it a good product? Like, people said that they liked it, but sometimes it just looked really like weird. Like the lighting was weird. I couldn't really tell, and I was just like, I need to know. I need to find out. So I'm gonna be trying this out for you today. I'm gonna take off the lip balm. I feel like it's looking better with time, definitely, but it's still emphasizing a little bit of something, like a little bit of texture. I do have pretty textured lips for some reason right now. I'm gonna be trying this out more. Like, it feels pretty nice. Like, it's not as like watery, runny as the Revolution ones. It feels quite nice, but a little less like grippy and tacky than the Naturium one. Alright, let's apply the Meditude lipstick that, by the way, felt very creamy in a swatch. It smells kind of like plasticky. It doesn't really smell good. I don't really understand the smell of this. Okay, kind of thick. I feel like it turns out lighter on my lips than in the bullet. It is an interesting color for sure. Not what I expected. Just look at that. This looks way deeper than this. Way deeper. It's really like quite a light peachy nude. It looks quite good and smooth. It looks madder than I was expecting. Like, it's emphasizing a little bit of texture because it's such a light shade. This is not what I was expecting. Not at all. It feels quite nice. More lightweight than I was thinking when it went on. I was like, this is gonna be so heavy, but it feels pretty good. But this I'm not gonna be wearing without a lip liner for sure. And I'm gonna pick something a little bit cool tone because I feel like that will match the look the best. Alright, let's try a little bit of NYX Align Loud in Fierce Flirt. This one is very lilac-y. My lips look so big, I feel. Like, who am I? What is going on? What does this look? It's definitely getting me outside of my comfort zone. I feel like I'm looking a little weird. I feel like I'm looking a little odd. I don't know exactly what it is, but the total look is not exactly working for me. I'm gonna powder a little bit, I think, to see how I feel about that. I am grabbing the Essence Live Light and Coral setting powder, and I'm gonna set a little bit on the forehead and a little bit over here. Is that better? I feel like that's a little better. I feel like I was looking a little Tin Man, but there's still something a little odd about this look. I feel like I'm looking very fair, while the foundation definitely wasn't lighter than my skin tone. I'm gonna see if I can bronze up a little bit more with this. Working that into the brush. Just a little extra on the forehead. A little extra on the cheeks. I'm gonna apply a little bit more of that second blush on the apples. That one is so easy to use, by the way. It's so easy to blend. It's so pretty. And I'm just blending it a little bit over my nose. Okay, I feel like this is looking a little better. I feel like there was just a little bit too much contrast in my face, and it was making me look very, very like strangely pale. Of course, not everything is like perfectly like matched with each other because I'm just kind of trying out random things, trying to make a look of it. All right. I overall think that I like everything that I've tried. Like, even this lipstick is quite nice. Like, it's not perfect, it's not sitting perfect on my lips, but for the color that it is, I feel like it's quite nice. And I also think it's really, like, it's a pretty interesting color to have in my collection to kind of like play around with. Do I think you need to go and run out and buy this? I don't know, but it feels quite nice and lightweight. It's an interesting color. Like, it does kind of dry down, but it doesn't feel drying. I'm gonna see how much I can update you in a pinned comment. But yeah, so far so good. I've been really enjoying playing with these products. And that's gonna be everything for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye!